onto our next segment today. And we're going to be getting back into the new Netflix Scott Pilgrim series, which is Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. We've spoken a bit about this in previous episodes, just speculations of what the actual series is going to be like and which direction they're going to take to progress from the first Scott Pilgrim movie that came out back in the day. So your boys have actually gotten a chance to get into the series to actually watch this shit, to actually peep this shit, and it's actually really good. Actually, really good. At first, I thought it was gonna be terrible, and then watching the first episode as well, I thought it was going to be really fucking terrible. Cause bro, started watching the first episode, and this Scott Pilgrim, I'm gonna be gassed. Obviously, I was gassed. Let's get into this shit. Freaking show starts. Theme song comes on. Sung by some freaking Japanese band. Gas. Let's get into the show. And then everything starts progressing exactly the same way it did in the initial movie that came out in freaking 2010, I think. And I'm like, okay, they're trying to do some exposition or trying to remind us of what happened back in the day, or trying to do some exposition for new fans. Show progresses pretty much following the same blueprint as the movie. Everything's happening the same way. But 20 minutes in right now, 10 minutes from the end to the episode, and I start thinking to myself, bro, is nothing gonna change? Is the whole fucking series gonna be just like an animated version of the freaking movie? Bro, I'm trying to see something new. I couldn't get over that fact, but I stuck with it. And 5 more minutes into the show, I was like, this is still going the exact same way. I had to check myself and change my whole perspective on what I was witnessing. I was like, okay, it might not be that appealing to anyone that's seen the movie, but at least it's a good way to get people watching this for the first time to experience that magic that all of us who've seen the movie experienced when we first watched Scott Pilgrim, the movie. So I was like, all right, it's still cool. It's Scott Pilgrim. I'm gonna watch this shit. It's kind of cool, I guess, to see everything I witnessed animated this time. So I stuck with it. And then we'll get to the end of the freaking first episode, okay? The freaking Battle of the Bands. Matthew Patel shows up. The first evil legs. And in the movie, the fight happens and Scott wins. Scott wins this battle. But the fight progresses. I'm freaking... Bro, when I tell you, before getting to this point, I started thinking to myself, I was like, what the fuck am I going to talk about on today's show? What am I going to talk about on today's show? How can I explain to the man them and everyone else out there on the interwebs that, bro, I thought I was going to have shit to talk about today, but the freaking animation, Jesus, Scott freaking Takes Off just happened to follow the same script as the movie. How am I going to explain that? We're going to be like, boys, we have nothing to talk about today. We're just going to get into the food, and that's going to be it. But I tell you, before this point, I was seriously worried about what to discuss today. But this point came along in the movie. Scott and Matthew Patel fight. Scott wins. But then the fight happens in this one, and Matthew Patel wins. Matthew Patel wins the fight. I was like, bro, it was actually really jarring at first. It took me out of the entire viewing experience. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? If Scott dies, there's no show. He's the main character up in this bitch. He can't die. But Matthew Patel won. Matthew Patel won the fucking fight. And I was like, Bro, I was in bed watching this shit. I was like, okay. But I had to sit up. I was like, okay.
Yo,
Bro, I was in bed watching this shit. I was like, oh shit.
Yo. Oh my god.
I had to get comfortable.
Oh, shit.
I really examined what the fuck was going on this time around. This girl, I was like, yo, what's going on in this, in this series? In Scott dies, there's no show. But anyways, as you know, as every freaking show does, that happens and the freaking episode ends. They're obviously gonna leave you on a freaking cliffhanger, bro.
Massive.
That's the way these shows go. That's the way it happens. And at that point, I was like, I was just gonna see episode 1. But then when that happened, when episode 1 ended on that cliffhanger, I was like, fuck it. I don't have to go to bed right now. Episode 2. Up in this bitch. I had to see that shit immediately. Bro,
see that shit.
and then like the show progresses and it's more following Ramona's story. We're following Ramona around and see what's going on with her after freaking Scott died. Freaking Envy Adam shows up at freaking Scott's funeral, bro. That was a crazy moment. But story progresses and it's seeming more of like Ramona trying to solve the mystery of what happened to Scott. She's going around asking questions, trying to see what the fuck is going on. She does have this like revelation. I think she just woke up or she was about to go to bed. Can't really remember. It was episode 2. She has this revelation and she just figures out that Scott is alive. I don't know. She just has some sort of vision or some shit. And she's just like, bro, Scott must be alive. And then we find out later on when she goes back to the venue where they were doing the Battle of the Bands, where freaking Matthew Patel and Scott fought. And she goes there to review the security tapes, but we'll get to that later on. In episode 2, who does she have an altercation with? I can't remember. I don't think she fought anyone in episode 2. Episode 3 rolls along, and it's freaking the chick,
the lesbian
that
chick.
Ramona dated, one of her exes. I think in the movie this was like ex number 4. But then she's the next one to show up in this series after like Matthew Patel. The freaking chick, lesbian chick, has a battle with Ramona, settles their differences and shit. In the next episode, Lucas Lee doesn't fight Ramona, but he does have a fight with the freaking paparazzi. Man's a freaking like celebrity in the Scott Pilgrim universe. So that's exciting for the action heads like us out here. We ain't trying to watch like freaking drama. Give us some action. So that was exciting. And then he does have a chat with Ramona. Ramona rescues him, or like helps him get away from all the paparazzi and shit. And he does have a chat with Ramona and they resolve all their issues and shit. So like the action, I would say if it was just like Ramona getting back together with all of her exes and like everyone coming to that point of closure, it would have been really boring. But they do give us like the Scott Pilgrim vibes, the original Scott Pilgrim vibes. They drop that shit in there every now and then. Freaking the lesbian chicks battle with Ramona, that was tight. Lucas Lee waking up in the morning in his fucking mansion, hopping out with a skateboard. The music, whatever, bro. The music. Oh Jesus Christ! It's like, so I met this chick. She's trying to talk to me, but she's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Wow, the funniest music. Like, if you listen to that music and try to like imagine yourself in the scenario, try and be the one in that scenario, like, whatever. Music actually sick. It's giving like original Scott Pilgrim vibes, the fights that they do manage to drop in there, even if it's like the undertone is like Ramona settling all of our differences with all of our exes. They do manage to drop in like some action and some the vibes in there, some OG Scott Pilgrim vibes in there. So it's still enjoyable. So it's still actually quite good. And another thing I like is that they've actually changed the order. Because in the actual movie, like Lucas Lee is the second ex that shows up after Matthew Patel, and then Todd is the third ex. I like how they've changed the order and brought the lesbian chick, who's the fourth ex, and made her the second one to show up. Because, bro, arguably, the fucking fan favorites, okay? The realest OGs up in this corporate universe. Lucas Lee and Todd. Those were the guys. I mean, Gideon was like the guy, like number freaking 7, like the main boss fight. But bro, Lucas Lee, Todd, those were the guys. Those were the fucking guys. So I like it how they didn't just like put them at the beginning of the series and just let them like die off the way they did in the original movie. Because in the original movie, Lucas Lee shows up, Todd shows up at the beginning of the movie, bro, and that was it. And then you see the rest of the movie. Not that the rest of the movie is terrible, but the rest of the movie are actually pretty sick. The whole like threshold battle with the twins, sick. But the most notable points were the battles with Lucas and Todd. They were just the guys. Exactly. So I like it how I like how they didn't bring Lucas and Todd out.
Save the best for
first.
last.
They managed to bring out the other chick. They managed to bring out the other chick and put her before them. So I like that. I like how they've like restructured the order, because you don't just wait. I feel like they learned some shit from the first movie. Like, bro, don't bring out your big guns immediately. Don't waste that shit. You gotta save your big guns for the end. You gotta save the best for last, bro. That's just the way it is. So I like the way how they've like changed the order and changed the order of the exes, and that means right now we have more to look forward to. Not that we're just gonna see like the best part of the show like waste away in the beginning. So yeah, I'm actually excited to see the rest of the show. I know everything is out right now on Netflix, but bro, we just don't have that much time. Only seen to episode 4 right now. We're gonna have to see the rest, and we'll do this up again. And obviously, after getting to the end of the show, our perspective and shit is gonna change. So we'll do this again. We'll do Scott Program takes off again when we're seeing everything. Yeah. But for now, we're gonna get into the next segment of the day, and we're gonna be doing up the real world again.